All right, my friends, one last very, very important stop on this Bacalar adventure. We're gonna hit Los Rápidos, float down the river, down the lagoon, and have some more fun, some more birthday shenanigans for Agustina's birthday. I'll show everything from the prices to the float down the lagoon. Take you guys along for the fun as always. Let's do this. And once again, guys, by having the rental car, you have the freedom to get here early. You notice we beat the tour buses. There's barely anyone here. It's just about 10 a.m. on a Wednesday, on a weekday. And so car to go, if you need to rent a car, we got this sweet BMW SUV right here. And because of that, we were able to get here without taking a giant tour packed with people. And trust me, this place is a lot more fun when it's not jam-packed. Guys, the rental car is key. Definitely use car to go if you don't want to waste a bunch of time and risk the hidden fees. ¿Qué dice? Muy cómodo el coche?
It's very comfortable.
Yes. And we get to arrive before all the people. All right, dale, vámonos. Ready for Rápidos? Let's do this.
Let's go.
Guys, so you can see the prices here. 200 pesos adult. Kids 2 to 10 years old, 150. If you want a kayak for an hour, 200 pesos. Double kayak for an hour, 400. Do not try to bring in your own food and drink. Vamos a flotar en chaleco, ¿verdad?
¿Verdad?
No more kayaking.
No more.
No.
Kayaking.
After yesterday's adventure, that was a pretty crazy, intense day of kayaking. So we're gonna chill. We're actually both a little bit sore. I even kayaked the skin right off my thumb. I was paddling so hard at one point when I was pulling Agustina behind me in that heavy wind. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the description. But that was a lot of fun, but also not easy. All right, guys, you can pay with Apple Pay, debit card, credit card as well. And this is kind of what we're looking like right here. This is what we're going to be doing, walking up the walkway and even further up the river and then floating down the lagoon. So pretty sweet. And you can rent lockers, guys. It's 50 pesos for the locker cash, and you have to leave a 50 peso deposit as well. But the lockers are nice, that way you can keep some of your stuff safe and dry. I am bringing the camera with me in hand, DJI Action 5 Pro, waterproof with no housing or handle or anything. I'm just raw dogging it, carrying it by hand. Can't drop it. These cameras do not float. All right, guys, just coming in. We got our stuff stashed in the locker. They do have a full bar here, but I think Agustina is ready to grab a life jacket and get going. You want to take a peek at this? Mira. Like Sylvia was saying in our boat tour yesterday, there are actual stronger rapids than this. This is just a nice float down the river. Buenos Aires.
Let's go.
7,000 kilometros. A little far from home for your first birthday outside of Buenos Aires.
But maybe I go.
Yeah.
Very tarde.
Yeah. But first, down Los Rápidos.
Yeah.
That dude's in just laid back mode. He looks like he's asleep.
This is
Start of the tour. A little bit cloudy today, which is nice because we got a little bit cooked yesterday on that long kayak adventure. And guys, pro tip is to do this tour, do this adventure on a Wednesday, because Wednesdays the boats aren't allowed on the lagoon, so there will be no pontoon tours, nothing like that. And so this is a perfect day to do this if you want a water activity. Hola, Agus.
Hey.
¿Qué opinas?
Suena divertido, parece
Muy,
más relajado.
sí, like a relaxing adventure.
Yeah, relax and adventure.
Yeah, and guys, most of these people just go up to the end of the wooden walkway, but you can actually get in the water and just keep going upriver so that you can get a longer float. But really, any of these spots are great to enter. It's beautiful, right? Yeah. Good photo op for the Instagrammers. Oh, there's that sun. There's another spot to get in right there. Yeah, this is gorgeous. So just really a 3 or 4 minute walk up this walkway to get up to the end. But we'll see if Agustina's got some energy left in the tank after yesterday's kayak, if she wants to walk farther up the lagoon, or I might do that on my own in a little bit for float number 2 or 3.
This point is also the current weaker.
So Agustina with the chapuzan, entering in style. Woo. Oh, that water's perfect.
This is alive.
This is the life. Oh yes, that's way easier on the back than kayaking in heavy wind. This is more my speed these days. I'm honestly so sore. It's hard to get out of bed. Oh, this is so good. Y puedes caminar también hasta el fondo y flotar todo. Pero eso cuesta menos esfuerzo, ¿no? You're like, just tu mirada me dice que no vas a caminar.
Basta de caminar.
Basta. Too much. But yeah, if you do opt to walk up the river a little ways, it'll take you an extra maybe 10-15 minutes, but you get that float pretty much all to yourself. But when you arrive early, this isn't bad at all. You can see there's a little bit of a lineup starting, but what you really want to avoid is getting here right after the big tour buses. As long as you get here before the tour buses, you're good. But once like 200 people arrive at the same time, it's pretty much over. Whee! So relaxing, guys. Is it really worth 200 pesos? Some people say, oh, it's not worth it, the float is too short. But you can do the float as many times as you want. It's a fun place to just hang out. I don't think the food's very good at the restaurant though, just a heads up. I would recommend doing this activity and then eating elsewhere. The ceviche is like all cucumber and tomato, not a lot of actual protein, so you've been warned. But we had the breakfast at Casa Bacal before this, and that was okay. That was enough. ¿Te ves tan relajada?
Sí soy.
Casi dormida. Nice little lazy river day before the long drive back. This is a really good stretch for the lower back too. A good option before making the drive back to say Tulum, Cancun, Playa. It is a 3.5 hour drive back to Playa minimum, depending on traffic. So this is good for the lower back, no doubt, especially after all that kayaking. The life jacket's a little annoying because it keeps wanting to float up. The last time I did this, I actually took the life jacket off so I could like dive down and dive under. I don't really think anyone said anything. I don't see any lifeguards or anyone, so you can probably get away with that. At your own risk, of course, but it is fun to be able to dive down and go under. You can see it's just only about a 10-minute float, and we're back here at the restaurant. But I think on the next one I might go upriver a ways. Once Agustina's done, I think I'm going to just trek up the river and see how long of a float I can get up the lagoon. Maybe get Ronaldo up in the sky. He had some good flying yesterday, but man, tons of wind, always a lot of risk. I could probably take him off from down off one of these platforms. Get some nice aerial shots. Guys, one thing that's really enjoyable about this float is just all the nature and bird sounds. And when we woke up in Casa Bacal, I did a review on Casa Bacal in a previous video if you want to check that out, but we woke up this morning and it was just like a sound bath of birds, tropical sound bath. It was a beautiful way to wake up. We were in one of the glamping kind of A-frames. Absolutely gorgeous, right on the lagoon. Very, very peaceful way to start the day. Now Augustina's got to use her newfound swimming skills. You guys do want to avoid stepping on these stramal, I can't say the word, but you know what I'm saying. Alright, this is our exit point here. Okay. I just realized I was swimming and I just realized I can actually touch. Okay, do you say relaxing?
Next time.
No, podemos ir de nuevo. Creo que voy a guardar la cámara para la próxima. Una chela, una michelada. ¿Quieres ir de nuevo?
¿Quieres ir de nuevo?
Sí, claro. Ya está saliendo el sol. Alright guys, time for another float, but this time sin chaleco, no life jacket. I've seen a number of people doing it, so I really don't think it's very strictly enforced. I think if you're a good swimmer, the risk is very, very, very low. So I'm going for it that way. I can get some good underwater shots for you guys and also just have some fun. I like to get my head wet when I swim. Keeping my head above water kind of drives me nuts. So, ¿quieres meternos al fondo? Ay. ¿Vas a brincar? Sí. Bueno, que ya no tiene chaleco, puedes brincar muy bien. Birthday girl jumping. Safety first, yeah. Eso. Woo! Nice one. Woo! Que rico! That's more like it. looks like Augustina missed the exit. I took this little exit right here to avoid the crowd so I can go back up to the top of the float again. All right guys, it is about 1:15 p.m. We have had our fun, and being that it's a Wednesday midweek, it didn't get too crowded, but it's way more crowded than when we got here a little after 10 a.m. We actually spent tenemos coche, gracias. Bye. Bye. God, dude. Wow. All right. So, yeah, where were we? We have a car. That is a valid point. So the taxistas really wanted us to not have a car, but we do have a car. And yeah, I'm usually super calm and respectful, but when people like yell Bacalar, Bacalar like 10 times and I don't respond, it's like, bro,
Please, relax.
please chill, like take a breath. All right guys, so we do have a car thanks to Steven at Car to Go. I'll leave that in the pinned comment. Just type in the code Rope Monster if you want 10% off and you need to rent a car here in the beautiful Riviera Maya, Bacalar, for a trip to Bacalar, Tulum, Cancun, wherever it may be. We got this sweet BMW SUV right here. We're gonna mob back to Playa without further ado. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this series here in Bacalar. See you guys in the next one. Rope Monster out, birthday girl out. All right guys, woo! All right guys, for those of you wondering how much the trip cost as far as gasoline from Playa del Carmen to Bacalar and Bacalar back to Playa with a rental car, I put 1,000 pesos in earlier as we left Bacalar, and just pulling up to Playa now, put another 794 in there to fill her up. And you always got to run the premium with these BMWs. And so guys, just about 1,800 pesos or about $100 US for the gas. With the current conflict in Iran, that has not helped out gas prices here in Mexico and elsewhere in the world. So we're getting up there 29 pesos per liter for the premium. Ouch.